I gotta change my shirt. What? You filming?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. All right. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Raptor Strike podcast.
Is it podcast?
The YouTube channel. Anyways,
There you go.
so it is a big day that I've been waiting for a long time, mostly because I've kind of been scared. But we are finally installing
The Bill Bobs.
our Wilwood Brake kit on the Raptor. So Sal and Joey have already done the rear brakes. Those are the R1 concept.
You'll see the video before this one, so
Yeah. So
browse to it. I'll put a link to it in the description.
look for it. It'll be right here. Anyways, so they painted them red. The rear calipers, like we said, the guys out at Apollo Off-Road recommended
see on
this
camera.
kind of kit duo. But we have the R1 concept pads and rotors in the rear, and that's just the factory size, factory everything. That's staying the same. It's also raining, so you get a little bit of an ASMR today. But for the Willwood, it's actually a very simple install. It just looks like a lot. The main things are, the biggest thing that you're doing is these brake line. This comes with the kit, and this connects directly to the factory hard lines, and that's really the only major thing that you're doing. You know, filling back up the brake fluid, flushing it out, making sure that everything's working on the caliper. That is going to be the hardest thing that you're doing. Everything else is just unbolt all the factory stuff, put all the Willwood stuff back on, and you're good to go. So if it's a little faint of heart, or you think it might be a little bit too outside your wheelhouse, definitely go to a shop, you know, someone that you trust. But other than that, I can tell you, you are more than capable to do it yourself. Also, your life's in your own hands, rather than if you take it to a shop and it's just that magical one day that it's the new guy working on your stuff. The biggest thing is, like I'm saying, you can do it yourself. That's what we like to preach here on the channel. I know we've had a lot of shops and stuff working on our truck. That's just mostly things that are outside my wheelhouse, our wheelhouse. And let's get started. So jack up the front of the truck and let's get a wheel off. So another thing that we're gonna do is just verify. We're gonna mock it up first, because I know my luck. We're gonna mock up. We're gonna take this off, take the factory rotor, take the factory caliper, and then we're gonna put the Willwood stuff on without routing any of the lines, without putting in the pads. Just mount it all together and put the wheel back on to make sure that it fits, because these are the factory V6 Vero. These are the factory 17 by 9, I think, 17 by 8. So it's a similar size to the factory, and that's what you're supposed to be able to bolt these onto. I'm just trying to be safe and make sure that I didn't just take apart my braking system, and now I can't put my wheel back on because the rim size. But there is a bigger brake kit that requires you to go up in size for your wheel. This one, I'll put the link in the description from Apollo Off-Road. I'll get Kyle Farley, you know, the guys. Shout out to the guys. I'll make sure to get the correct links from them, and I'll put that in the video so you can get the same exact kit. Unless you just want to reach out to the guys and have a conversation with them. You can either do red or black, and of course, I chose red. So let's get started. Yay! Yippee! Alright, and
Boom. Look at all that shiny stuff.
oh, I guess now's a good time to say we've also been told, or at least I've seen it, that you have to put it in the
Service
maintenance
mode.
for the brakes. We'll do that in a little bit because I'm not taking anything apart. But you know what? Let me do it first. Knowing my luck. I'll show that in the other video, right?
Yeah, so
We'll show it again.
we'll just show it again, because this one's gonna come out afterwards. So, got your key?
Keys. So this one's for keyless. They mostly only show like if you have a key. So you're going to turn on the ignition.
No.
Huh?
No.
What'd I say?
You don't turn on the ignition.
What did I do?
Turn the ignition back off.
What are you talking about?
Turn the ignition back off. Foot all the way down on the gas. Push that to push off. And then tap the ignition twice. On, off, on, off. You can hear the calipers go into... And then turn it back on. You see it's in parking brake service mode now. Turn it back on. It'll yell at you here in a second, saying, it's in parking brake service mode. Okay. There you go.
Now I can let go.
Yeah. Let go.
That is not.
You can turn the ignition back off.
That is not how they showed me how to. But it worked. So. All right.
Yeah.
What Sal said. He'll put the instructions in the.
In the in the description. Everything's gonna be in the description today, guys.
Oh, so it is a 21. Just need it.
Should be good. All right, you're turning the whole. Good.
No. Oh, undo this.
Yeah.
That's a 10. You could have to undo it anyways.
This video is just going to be a bunch of shout outs. So, as you saw the markings on these bolts, these are all from TSW when I went out there for the rebuild on my factory shocks. So they torque everything and then retighten and mark so that way you know that they are doing the job correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So, thanks guys.
Y'all the best.
Just a 21? Yeah. 21 millimeter?
Now, your goal here is to take off the entire caliper end bracket because we're not using it again. So,
Well, if
if it fits, yes. Impact. Push.
this is also the first time I've ever worked on the brakes on this thing. Okay. So these brake pads aren't actually that bad. The truck only has. Can you give me that?
Jack them?
Yeah. The truck only has 40,000 miles as of right now. So, is this necessary for an everyday Raptor? No. Let me go get a mallet. Yep. So they can't moor them up yet?
No.
Also, put one of these on so...
No, you don't accidentally fling the rotor across the room?
Yeah, or like my super safe, super cool Crocs.
Yeah.
OSHA approved. There we are.
Ta-da!
Off this one comes.
Now, the heat shield's held on by 3 8mm bolts.
So, we're gonna show y'all one side, and then just quickly finish up the other side. Because, in all honesty, you're doing the same thing on both sides.
Also, read everything that comes with your...
From Willwood. Disc brakes should only be installed by someone experienced and competent in the installation and maintenance of disc brakes. If you are not sure how to safely use this brake component or kit, you should not install or use it. Alright. I think we'll be okay. If not, insert in the arms of the angel. Are these all facing different directions?
They're all facing
Oh,
different
so I
directions.
guess
I don't think they're directional, though.
Yeah, they're not.
Okay. Send it. Update. They are not directional.
Yeah, because they have. You can put it either way. That and they're straight flutes.
Yeah.
So if these were rotational or
If they had the vanes were directional, then yeah, you need to put it the correct way. Oh, wow, these are bigger. That's what you said.
What's it called? Ad placement?
You get your product placement.
Yeah. They're not paying us, by the way.
No, they're not.
Oh, and this is also not an ad or sponsor video from Apollo Off-Road either.
No.
We're just friends of theirs. So, maybe one day. Apollo, maybe. Like I said, I'm doing all of this by hand just so I don't break anything. There is a torque spec for these two, and I will let you know that when I find that one out. God, that looks so cool.
It does.
Like I said in the unboxing video, I have never actually seen these in real life. I've only ever had like the ability to see these in video games. So it's a little
Look at that. Wow.
Yeah.
Don't take that picture.
Yeah. There's no real, what's the word? There's no way for you to actually get a visual as to how big these are.
On the truck, they look small,
They do.
but in real life, that's my forearm. That is my leg.
Alrighty. So, like we said, it is a very tight fit, but these are the 17 by 8 or 17 by 9 like the factory, and this kit fits.
What's your zero offset? All right, so we got the calipers assembled because you just got to put the pads in there, and then you can push in some pins. So basically what you do is you slide the pads in from the bottom, and then what you end up doing is you push in the pins from the back, and they have a little collar that tightens up as you push it in. And when you're done pushing it in, they basically just lock in there. When you go to need to change pads, you basically just shove like a screwdriver in there and you push them out. And well, yeah. Now we're gonna go ahead and put it on there, and we're gonna get Loctite put onto those bolts that come with the kit, and we'll show you guys how we do it afterwards. So stay tuned, we'll be back. All right, so right now we're just getting the caliper mounted onto the knuckle.
So I already showed y'all how to do the pads and these pins. We have red Loctite on these new fastener bolts, and I'm going to torque them to spec.
Willwood calls for 120 foot-pounds on both of these bolts, so that's what we're gonna do.
Because usually I just send it until I can't spin it no more. But
Trying to be official today, you know, trying to be nice and professional, as we were with the last brake video, where we actually torque things down. Definitely.
he's saying that out loud because he knows it. Lefty loosey, righty tighty.
You're gonna have to end up pulling up. God, I hate aluminum. I always feel like I'm gonna strip it.
There it
Okay,
is.
there you go. There's one. There you go, that's two.
Ta-da!
Brake calipers are on. Oh, one caliper, I should say. Not both, just one.
Don't do what I did, all right? Give myself a good sized boo-boo right there in the hand. But you're gonna use this very scientific tool,
Full of channel lock.
and you're going to angle it here without damaging your hose, and then just pry on it very lightly. Take your time, and it opens up, and you can take your hose out just like that. But don't freaking bash with the might of Zeus into the middle of your hand. It's not fun. Ask me how I know.
Now,
Now, remember, I want you to think back with me a long time ago.
Insert thought bubble here.
Yeah, thought bubble. When we were working on Sal's truck and I was being very, very careful with the brake lines, these are the tools we were talking about. Make sure you have them. And it is a 13 millimeter for this one right here. It looks shiny, don't worry, because I had already broken it loose. Just make sure I don't embarrass myself. We have a retaining clip here. You're gonna knock off that retaining clip, take this off, and now this whole caliper gets just removed from the equation.
Yep.
But I'm gonna wait on that because you still have a nipple that you need to connect here. And that's what's gonna tie into the new stainless steel braided lines that will connect back here and connect just like this one is. Instead of this rubber hose brake line, it's gonna be a braided stainless steel. Okay.
Fancy.
All right, so you have your stainless steel box, or stainless steel plastic box for your lines. You have two of everything. One's gonna go on the driver, one's gonna go on the passenger. So, just place this in here. And then you have these. So, this is the nipple that's gonna go to your
Brake caliper.
brake caliper. They tell you to throw some,
Teflon
I
tape.
want to call it Teflon, because that's what it looks like on here. You're going to force by hand, insert it right where this little piece of tape is, because you take that off, just to make sure you don't get any debris in there. Rotate it in, and just tighten it, and make sure you have it tightened facing upwards. This is the one going to the bracket, to the caliper. This is a new provided tie-in that you're going to put, I believe, here. I'll need to check again, but I believe you put it here.
Yes. That is what the picture shows.
Yeah, and this one you're probably just going to squeeze down, bend out of the way. You're going to put this one back here. This is going to tie into the other side of your stainless steel brake line. It's going to go in here. You're going to use this retaining clip to hold it in. You're going to place the hard line right there. So hopefully that is enough instruction. So here is what I believe is a finished product before we get everything bleeding. Like I said, get some Teflon, make sure it's pointed up. It did get kind of tight halfway in there, and I'm not going to force it, but I'm going to get everything bled out so I can just make sure that all of this is working together. We have it routing up. This bracket that used to be there, this one right here, we just took it off completely. Zip tied the IWE lines and the ABS line to the stainless steel braided. Another zip tie over here between the ABS and the braided. Put your clip back. And what I did for the clip, Sal recommended using an extension, just placing it here and using the upper control arm as a fulcrum, just so you'll be able to, like a pivot point, be able to get that on there, because that is pretty tough to get on there. Other than that, we're gonna do the other side and then the bleeding procedure, then we're gonna break these in. We'll see y'all when we get back.
Fun.
Left and right are on. Now just time to bleed the brakes and make sure that these lines connections aren't leaking, and then we do the braking procedure.
Yep.
So let's see how that works out.
Alright. Time to start bleeding brakes and having fun.
Alrighty. Well, we are out and about doing the break-in for the Wilwood brakes. What do you think, Sal?
Oh, they were worth whatever money Noah spent on them.
Let's see. Bam.
I think at this point we're really just limited by grip on a tire. Now Noah hasn't tested off-road on actual like dirt just to see how he likes it, but yeah, no, this thing is pretty much dialed in as far as brakes goes. We just finished bedding them in completely, so I think we're good. Now we're just on the cool down process because right now they're really hot.
Oh yeah, they were smoky.
Yeah, they were. We had them nice and smoky, and yeah, I mean, once they're set, they're set. We just need to test them out later. But yeah, good brakes. Willwood, good job.
Well, the big things we have been. For those of y'all that have been part of the Raptor Strike subscribers and you've been watching what we've been putting out on YouTube, we've had this big push to get a lot of the parts that we had sitting in the studio actually on our vehicles. So like you saw the Saner mirrors that we have Sal put on his truck, which was really cool because they reached out to us in order to do that. So we're able to get some mirrors for Sal, and then for the Anime Raptor, things that we still need to do are the Mishimoto transcooler, the transmission oil pan. I just need to do a service on the transmission oil itself, oil filter. Then we have the AMSOIL oil change that I need to do, which of course, again, AC Oil and Supply, a new partner of ours. Make sure to go say hello to the guys over at Apollo Off-Road. Hey man, we gotta get subscribers somehow. But they were the one, the Kyle Farley was the one that had recommended this kit, both the front and the rears, the Willwood kit that fits the 17-inch wheel, as well as the R1 concepts that go in the rear. I think it really is a really good duo compared to factory. Now, just be mindful, you're going to be pushing just around the $2,000 mark for all this stuff when it comes to braking, just to be transparent with everybody. What else? Stay tuned for a lot of the big things that we have planned for towards the end of the year once we get all the parts in. But I've put in all the orders. Thank you to Austin with Untold Off-Road. He is designing a custom undersprung kit for my truck. The really cool thing about it is that we have part numbers not only for King, but we have part numbers for Deaver as well. So if y'all ever see us out at an event, or if y'all want to take a ride in the truck, if you want the exact same rear end that I'm going to have, we're building a kit for that. So Raptor Strike and Untold Off-Road, we've partnered up. The undersprung kit that we're going to have on our truck, you can have it too once we get ours done. So just be ready for that build series to come out.
Ask for the Raptor Strike package.
Oh yeah, ask for the Raptor Strike pack. I'm gonna have to ask Austin to call it that. the Raptor Strike package. But like I said, there's a lot of cool things happening. I know y'all haven't really seen us on the podcast lately. I think a big part of that is just, life gets in the way. We all have our own careers. We have our things. We got to be able to pay for all the stuff that Raptor Strike does, as well as all the parts. Unless we can find sponsors that are willing to help us out and get. we're literally in the grass right now. We are in the grass right now. Other than that, if y'all want to see a guest or if y'all want to see someone on the podcast, leave a comment, like, subscribe, tell us what you like, tell us what you don't like too. Biggest thing that we always said with the Raptor Strike is, we're going to show our success, we're going to show our failure, we're going to show when we're in limbo. We're just trying to be as transparent as possible. The YouTube is not easy. It is not easy to do. It actually takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to be able to get these videos out. A 20-30 minute brake job turns into 3 hours because we're filming it. And then the hours on top of that to be able to edit, but I'm not going to bore y'all with all of that. The main thing, be cool, stay humble, follow the build. We're super excited, and later, guys.
Yeet, peace.